So, Alex, 40-mile test was a bit of a surprise that you, well, I suppose to a few people, that you ended up top of the tree.
Yeah.
How did you manage it?
I don't know really, obviously it's a track I'd never been to, and I use it as a bit of a personal test really. I'd obviously done Jerez, but I had the bike till then, so it always takes a bit longer, whereas Portugal I knew the bike by then, and I spoke to my brother a little bit. I didn't even really play it on the Superbike or anything, I just rocked up and I really enjoyed the track straight away, which means that helped me learn the track fast, and it's not too dissimilar to a fast Alton Park or a real fast Cadwell Park. And yeah, the bike's improved a lot over the winter, but it was a good bike anyway. We've made some steps in the right direction, and I don't think testing's one thing, racing's another thing, but it was good. I did a lot of laps, I did a race simulation, and yeah, it was a good test, and definitely a little bit more confidence heading into the year.
Do you think it's indicative of where you will be at Phillip Island, or will everything just come back a bit, because that will be another circuit you want to learn?
That's the thing we don't know. I went to Almeria and I was as quick within 2 or 3 tenths of the Kawasaki's over a couple of days. Where the lap times finished, I was relatively on the pace, and I believe then. So Alexander was going to be at the front, and then went to Portugal and we was faster. If you look at them tracks, we shouldn't be too far away, but I don't really know. Some people testing more than others. Some people have problems. Some people miss certain track time. It was the first test on the bike. So yeah, I don't know. All I know is I want to work hard and do our best. I think that throughout the year we're going to be at the front, but whether we can go and be immediately at the front of Phillip Island, I don't know.
Has it been difficult for you to adjust from no electronics to lots of electronics?
No, not really. I think it'd be a lot more difficult going from electronics the other way, because at the minute I'm not using electronics in a good enough way. I can improve a lot by using them to help me. At the minute I'm trying to ride, by feeling the power, feeling the grip, and then when the electronics kick in, because I'm not trying to use full power of the bike, it's holding me back. So yeah, I need to improve a lot on my side, but yeah, it's not been difficult, I wouldn't say. It's just been a learning process, which I've been getting better every time.
What kind of things will you be looking to improve, adjust when you get down to the test of Phillip Island?
Yeah, obviously myself first. I need to get used to riding the bike into electronics a little bit more, trusting them a little bit, especially on some of the faster corners, and then some normal stuff, really setting the bike up. We've got a good base setting. We've been, like I said, we've quick at a few tracks, and the number one goal is to learn the place in a steady way and not get carried away at the first race and whatever. I need to make sure I come away from Phillip Island in a healthy and 2 solid results. And it means a lot to us now because it's the first race of the year, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not really important. And no one remembers really who won the second race in Phillip Island last year. They remember him in the championship, and I don't really think Sykes had a podium there last year, and he's still the champion. So it's not the be all and end all. I need to be strong. If I've got an opportunity to get a podium or win a race, I think I'd try hard as anyone else out there to do that. But I want to keep the same maturity that I developed last year in BSB and get the best result I can and take to the championship in a controlled way.
What have you done in preparation for learning the tracks that you've never been to before? Has Sam been of any use to you?
Yeah, to be honest, the only thing I've done is speak to Sam about it. If there's anyone in the world I can relate to about how things feel and look and what to look for and what not to do, it's my brother, because obviously I spend a lot of time with him and we have a similar tastes and similar sort of feelings. So I just spoke to him before Portugal. Like I said, I didn't really watch any races back or anything. I just watched a little bit on YouTube with him, and he spoke me through a lap, and then went there with that in my mind, and yeah, it was pretty good. But I'm a little weird to most riders. I don't use braking markers or anything like that. I just sort of pick it up and try and remember it and do a lot of visualisation like the night before, and I found a big improvement from day 1 to day 2 at Portugal, which obviously I could actually think about riding my bike and think about the track, whereas the day before I didn't know what to think about. So yeah, Phillip Island is going to be a tough one again, but Ben Spears went there and won. He'd never seen the place either, so it's not. I think it's only an excuse if you want it to be. I think that if I finish first, 10th, 5th, 8th, wherever I finish, it's not because I've not been there before, it'll be because that's how well I rode.
What would your realistic expectations be for the whole of the season?
Realistic expectations? I don't know. I really want to see the true level of all the riders when I get to Phillip Island. I've never raced against any of the guys. Any of the front guys, never raced against them. You know, when they moved out of BSB, the English guys, I'd already, when I moved up, they'd already moved out. So I don't really know. I want to beat Eugene. That's my first goal. That's my first target really, and no one expects me to do that. So if I can do that, it'll be a good thing. And whether I do that at Phillip Island, it takes me 3 or 4 rounds, but I'm not sure. But that's the goal. I don't know, I'd be disappointed if I wasn't challenging at the front, and hopefully I can win a few races. I believe I can. I don't want to be cocky or arrogant, but I don't know, I think it's I've got a great opportunity with the team. I think the bike is coming on really well now, and it's good enough to do the job, so hopefully I can challenge at the front.